Oh, the nostalgia of the I Spy book. They are my favorite childhood book. I own every one they ever made, and I wanted to turn the experience of the I Spy book into a Christmas ornament. So I set out looking around my craft room for a bunch of random little things that I knew I would never use in another Christmas project, and I turned them into rhymes. Now that took quite a bit of time, and I had planned on making an actual 3D ornament with these objects. I had purchased from Hobby Lobby some clear plastic ornaments. I was going to put all those little things inside of the clear plastic ornament and then fill it up with snow. Unfortunately, no matter how hard I tried to make this work, the items were either impossible to see within all the snow. I even tried a different item. They were then too easy to see, so it didn't seem much of a challenge. Well, unfortunately for me, I just assumed it would work and had already printed out all these templates. I got these templates on Microsoft Publisher just by looking up business card templates. And these happened to pop up and they are Christmas themed, so it was the perfect fit. I had already typed up all of my rhymes, including the I Spy logo up in the corner, and cut them all out, and I did not want them to go to waste. So I thought, I have got to be creative and change this up. I have to do something different than the clear plastic ornaments and the snow. So I went to my trusty Canva website. Now, if you don't know what Canva is, it is a free website where I actually create all of my thumbnails. The first thing I did was in the search bar type in the word circle because it's going to bring up a bunch of different circle templates, and I scrolled down until I found a free version. Now Canva does have a pro version, but I only use everything that's free. How you know if it's pro is it has a little crown down in the corner. Down in the bottom, there is a little section called Elements. You're going to want to click on Elements, and I always look at the graphics. I never look at photos. I never look at videos. I always look at graphics because they come up with these really cute clip art looking pictures. The first thing I needed was a penguin. You can resize your images, twist them around, flip them back and forth, move them wherever you want on Canva just with your mouse. Now I'm doing this on my phone. I always do all of my thumbnails on my phone, but I can also do it on the computer. I have no way of recording things on the computer, so that's why I had to show you the process on my phone. So things are a little bit small, but hopefully you can see it okay. So then I just repeated those steps of going to Elements, Graphics, and typing in whatever I wanted and doing a big collage basically of all the things that were in my rhyme until I liked how it looked. If you're interested in doing this, you can go online. All you need is an email. If you already have Gmail, you can actually just use your Gmail and connect to Canva. You just need a password and it will connect, and it's totally free and it's an amazing service. So I decided to take a bad experience and turn it into something I could still salvage and use Canva to make these I Spy ornaments. And as I mentioned earlier, I do not use Canva Pro, and I don't think I need it. It's actually super easy for me to find everything that I need. There was one item that was a little bit unusual, and that was a gumdrop, but after some searching I did find it. And here's actually my finished collage with all of the pieces. I then just had to take this to the computer, download it, and then print it out on some cardstock. I ended up making 10 of these, I'm pretty sure. Made sure it was the right size for my wood slice, and then drilled a hole into the top of it. I then cut the ornament out. It had this nice circle line that I could follow, so it was really, really easy to do. I even made sure that the paper was just a little bit bigger in case I needed to shift it around any. And then after I got it cut out, I used Mod Podge to attach it to the piece of wood and then trimmed up all the extra that was around the outside. I used a needle to poke a hole through the back of the paper and then wiggled around really good on the front to make it a nice large hole. I'm using jute as the string to hang it up on the tree, and I didn't want to just leave it at that. It just looks like a bunch of paper. So I added some wooden beads, a green one, a white one, and a red one. Now this first one is the green one. It looks kind of dark on camera, but it is just a nice normal Christmas green. After stringing all the beads, I brought in the rhyme and the I Spy little card, and I hole punched a hole up in the corner so it could hang from the ornament. I didn't want the beads to also slide up and down, so I ended up adding a knot to the top of the beads just to prevent them kind of getting in the way of the card. I then put the card onto the string and tied a knot at the top so that it would not come off. I debated on gluing the card to the back of the wood, but I thought if you were a little kid or even an adult who wanted to look at this, you don't want to probably be flipping it back and forth and back and forth. If that's something that they want to do, if they want to glue it to the back, then they are more than welcome. But this is actually the finished ornament, and here they all are, all 10 together. I think they turned out so much better than I expected. I'm really glad I was able to salvage this product, and they look super festive, so I like how it turned out. For ornament number 2, I'm bringing in puzzle pieces. Now, I don't know about you, but I do puzzles every year at Christmas time, especially whenever it's cold and snowy on those snow days and we don't have to go to school. Those are the best. I mean, we end up doing, I don't know, at least probably 10 puzzles a year just because it's so much fun. I ended up pulling out these puzzle pieces, some edges, also some with some more unique shapes, and I needed to paint them completely white to prep them. So this is how I paint tiny things. I take my washi tape and actually tape it upside down so the sticky part is facing up. I then attach all the little things to the sticky tape so it's nice and secure, and I can paint on it without it getting all over my hands. I mean, it still does get on my hands, but I can paint all around the little edges and make it nice and neat, and it doesn't move, it doesn't budge, and it's just so much easier. I can then blow it with a hairdryer if I want to dry it. But I covered these with probably 4 coats of gesso. It did take a while, and I'm going to be using orange regular Americana paint and my POSCA pens. These are going to be little snowmen. Now I know I've been doing snowman crafts lately a lot, but our craft show is coming up. It's one of our most popular characters, the snowman is, and I just love doing a variety of snowman things. It's super common and popular around this time, so I hope you're okay with seeing a bunch of snowmen. But I wanted to give this top part with the top little tab of the puzzle as a little snowman hat. So I did a green hat with a red pom-pom ball. I also, now this part, ignore this part. I don't like this part. I didn't quite know what to do with the tabs on the side, so I thought, oh, well, what if I covered them with black? Maybe that would be less noticeable once they're on the tree. But I couldn't help think it reminded me of those bolts coming out of Frankenstein's neck, and I just didn't like it. So even though I'm showing you this one, all the others I kept white, and I like them much, much better. But I gave it a simple carrot nose, the traditional snowman face, and I also wanted to add some other details to the hat and scarf. I did little stripes along the brim of the hat. I also gave some polka dots to the scarf down below to match the green part of the hat. This is where I thought, ooh, I can make it better by adding some snowflakes. I don't like that either, so this one's just going to be mine. We're going to hang it on our tree. It's not going to go anywhere. No one's going to buy it. But here are all the ornaments completely painted, and then just so that they can hang from the tree, I did a green string on the back of the green and blue ones, and I did a red string on the back of the red and green ones. I decided to do different colors because, you know, not everybody wants red and green. Some people might want to be more wintry. So they're just a cute little ornament. I'm definitely going to put these on my Merry Mini tree along with the other Merry Minis I did earlier in the year, just a couple videos ago. So I did a little black heart button on some of them, a scarf on the tab that's hanging down, and then a straight across scarf on the edge pieces, and I just think they turned out super cute. I'm really happy. I think I'm probably going to end up making more. So anyway, I know this video was a little different with the Canva. It's kind of tutorial and showing you all that, but I still hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.